Hey, this is Joel Oney at J Money in the heart of the Buckeye State, and I want to personally welcome you to today's episode of the Steel Kings podcast with my good friends Jared Ledford and Eric Olson, better known as the Steel Kings. Be sure to check out jmoneyllc.com for financing solutions for your buildings. And now let's get back to the Steel Kings podcast.
What's going on, guys? This is the Steel Kings podcast. I'm Jared. This is Eric, and we are the Steel Kings. Back at you with another episode of the podcast today. We are sponsored by the good folks over at J Money. If you guys need any help with financing your steel buildings, sheds, roofs, pools, whatever it is, the team at J Money can help you out. Check out the team at Cold Spring Enterprises, the creators of the Versa Bend. If you have anything that you need in the steel bending game, you definitely need a Versa Bend. Check the team out at Cold Spring Enterprises. Eric, my brother, what's going on, man? How are you today?
Pretty good. We'll go. You know, we've got it follows here, and
yeah, brother. It's November.
Good time to stay inside. I'm loving the new song. I'm loving the YouTube.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
If you find, and I know we'll probably get into that, but man, big thanks. It's funny how we started. If you watch, I watched the first episode the other day.
Yeah.
And
we've come a long way.
8 months ago. So
yeah, we've come a long way. Welcome to the Steel Kings podcast.
Yeah, literally the future of the construction industry, basically.
We're getting shot out of a cannon. We're getting shot out of a cannon constantly on the Steel Kings podcast. We are having a good time. We are meeting new people.
Our
every
website's
day.
back. Website is beautiful. Yeah.
I can tell you guys have been waiting for this. Come check out thesteelkings.com. If you guys are followers of us and followers of the program, you will want to check out the content at thesteelkings.com. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on every major podcasting network now on our own. We're still working with the guys at the Shed Geek podcast. So big shout out to Shannon. You guys will hear the episodes first through the Shed Geek network, and then there'll be back episodes available as a curated list through the Steel Kings podcast on all your major platforms, YouTube. We really want you guys to check us out on YouTube. If you guys are listening to us and you've never seen an episode, we shoot all of these live, and you can watch us do it. You can watch the outtakes and the fun times that we have. So we're super excited about that, man. We've got the NFBA show, the National Frame Builders Association show, coming up in February. Big shout out to those guys. We're looking forward to seeing them coming up soon. And a big shout out to our friends at Graber Post for helping us out on some things. If you are in need of anything in the post frame industry, give the team over at Graber a call. We love those guys. Bro, what a time to be alive. November 5th. It's November the 5th, man. And I'm telling you right now. So we sell steel buildings, we sell wood sheds, we sell pole barns. And I know what you're thinking right now if you're doing that. It's the slow time of the year, and I'm getting a little bit of seasonal depression. What I'm telling you is to stay motivated and get ready for 2026, because Eric said something earlier today. We'll be putting shorts back on before you know it.
March 1st. I know. I was like, March 1st. We're going to blink. It'll be March 1st.
I'm telling you.
You know what? I feel like I've said, like, part of the Eric Olson brand has always been around this time I start saying March. It's almost like you grip tight to the fall, and then once you let it go, you're just thinking about March. And
yeah, that's right.
What you can do as a business to build and set yourself up for next year. Thankful for that. Thankful, and got some partners that we brought on that we're doing websites for too as well, and that's exciting. In preparation for March. So I'm thankful.
Hit us up if you need help. Hit us up if you need help with SEO and marketing. We can still help you out with that. We'll give you some insider baseball, if you will.
Let me throw some numbers.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are you going to say? You like what?
I like that we're talking about what we can do for 2026 to prep for a big year.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a really good special guest. I want you to finish your thought, and then I'm going to introduce our special guest and get him in here because he's been on the phone with us for like 2 hours.
Great guy.
Awesome guy, right?
Guys, we are T-minus 50 days to Christmas.
Man.
Bro, someone from the church I go to texted me a picture yesterday of the Christmas trees up, bro, with like, his like wife was.
I'm telling you, dude.
But I'm like, what are you doing with your life?
I'm telling you, dude. Come on, man. We're getting the trees up a little early, folks. Come on. Let the turkey come before we get the Christmas trees up. I know I'm probably in the minority here these days, but I'm boring. I don't like fireworks. You all heard me go on about July the 4th. I'm not a holiday guy. It doesn't do it for me. All right. I like to enjoy time with friends and family all the time. I don't need an excuse to see them once or twice a year and eat a bunch of food and get, bloated. So, and sit around and watch football all day. I don't know. It's just not my thing. But hey, if it's your thing, great. Have a happy holidays and a happy Merry Christmas and a happy Thanksgiving. But man, if you're putting your Christmas tree up before Halloween, come on now. Come on. Somebody's got to give me a reason why. Drop me. Give me
one, and it can't be because I just want to get it out the way.
Yeah,
it can't be.
It's been sitting in storage all year, and I got to get it out there before Halloween comes.
67 degrees outside today, bro.
I think it's a status thing. I, again, don't like Halloween either, but I had to take the kids trick or treating. And the thing about it is, it's like, how many Christmas trees I saw up in people's windows? And it's like, are they just trying to show off, Eric? I feel like they're just trying to show off. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. 2026 is right around the corner. The time now is to get motivated and look at your processes. What worked in 2025? What didn't work in 2025? What I can tell you is we were at the Shed Expo and we met a guy. And you guys have heard me say this before. We met a guy. And this guy has something that is very unique to the industry and ties together things that we love, like IdeaRoom and Shed Pro and Easy Pay and Smart Pay. You guys know we love everybody. We're even Steven here at the Steel Kings podcast. If you're hearing me and you want to be featured, give Jared or Eric a call. But I can tell you, anybody who's working at this level with IdeaRoom gets my full undivided attention. I have been on the phone now with Tristan for almost 2 hours to the minute. We've demoed the product. We've been through the process. I can tell you it is buttoned up and it is serious business. If you're looking for an order management system to streamline your process, the guys at Cal, Tristan and his team will do what they can to get you right for 2026. Lots of cool things. We're going to bring him into the studio. Tristan.
And he's got a wild business partner.
Man, he brought the fire. He brought the fire to the Steel Kings. It's very rare. It's very rare that we meet someone that has our energy level. And Tristan, you have an energy level, but you brought with you an energy level that was even superior to mine. And I'm pretty crazy, right? I've got the podcast energy, but I can tell you, man, Tristan, welcome to the Steel Kings podcast. We are super honored and blessed to have you. And I can tell you, man, you've got a product now. You've got something that you need to share with people. And I'm impressed, man. I mean, you get my honest feedback. I'm impressed. Everybody knows here, I am a huge mark for IdeaRoom. Okay. I love the guys at IdeaRoom. Dan, his team over there. We love IdeaRoom at Dayton Barnes. We love it at Five Rivers Pole Barns. We think that they are the premium 3D configurator in the steel building and post frame space for sure. But you have something that hooks up to IdeaRoom and almost like adding jet fuel. Tell us about it, man. Yeah. Tell us what Cal does. Tell us how order management works with Cal.
Yeah, great. Well, I want to go back to those Christmas trees for a second. You were talking about.
Yeah, man. Give it to us.
They're clearly not cutting them down in their yard because there is a Christmas tree lot open within miles around me right now. So they got some plastic thing they're pulling out of the box.
It's all these fake ones.
Up.
It's all these plastic ones. You nailed it.
It's tough to compete with. I mean, but anyway, it's a little early for Christmas trees. The leaves are still hanging on the trees. Let them fall. Let them fall.
There you go.
But then Eric, I'm thinking about you, March. I'm like, Eric, I talked to these guys that I sell shed, I sell my software to, and they're like, it's hunting season. They're like, they can't hardly wait for November to roll around and be out there chasing bucks and does and waterfowl. And so I think they want to wait for March. Like, no, hold off. Let me get my hunting in first before we take care of that stuff.
It's okay to take a vacation. It's okay to go on vacation. I don't hunt, so let's add that to a list of things Jared doesn't do. Jared doesn't hunt because you got to get up really early in the morning. It's usually pretty cold, and I just frankly just don't want to go.
Feels like midday, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it feels like
paused the hunting too. My boys hunt, and I just don't want to set up 200 snow geese decoys at 5 in the morning and lay around until they show up.
I sleep at 5 in the morning. I'm a up at 7 guy. I don't know. I can tell you, man, I can't say this enough. The demo that we got, and Tristan and his team can give you a demo. They'll walk you through what they can offer, and I'll let Tristan get into that.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, if you are using IdeaRoom or Shed Pro, let's just leave it at that. Okay. IdeaRoom and Shed Pro plug into this thing like right now. It is a one-to-one seamless integration. That's number one. What I can also tell you is if you're working with Easy Pay or Smart Pay, and Tristan can jump into the more of the integrations.
Yep.
If you're having problems with keeping your orders together, and I can tell you, Eric and I came from nothing, right? Eric started it. Eric started on a single shed lot in the middle of a small suburban town, and built this business into what it is today. And we're building it together. I can tell you, if we would have had an order management system like this 5-6 years ago, we could have done more at that time. And I want you to really pay attention to what Tristan's going to say on this podcast today, because it's very rare. We bring you all kinds of offerings, right? We've talked to other manufacturers, we've talked to people that are advertising, trade shows, other products. We love the guys at J Money and VersaBend, right? J Money serves a certain clientele, VersaBend serves a certain clientele, IdeaRoom does. This, if you are selling sheds or metal buildings, you need to pay attention, because your processes is what's lacking. Yeah, I mean, your processes is what lacks here. I can't tell you enough. If you streamline your process, you will create more revenue for yourself. Every time. If you can make your time work for you and be more efficient with it, you will create more revenue for yourself, and that's what everybody wants. Tristan, tell us how Cal works.
All right. Cal, way back in the day, back in 1998, we were farming and delivering fruits and vegetables to homes all over the Seattle market. And so we had a spreadsheet, and heaven help us if somebody messed with A week and B week. Oh my word, if somebody changed a formula, we were in trouble. Oh my goodness. And then we got to a little database, we thought it was the cat's meow. And now, we built our own databases because somebody wanted to charge us like $5,000 a month. And this is back in 2012. I'm like, for $5,000 a month, I'll just build it myself, and we built our own systems. And then the testimony to building your own system or building a really good order management solution for the industry you're in is it scales. And so, everybody remembers the pandemic, and how sales took off. And we were already delivering and using online tools. And so we went from like 1,000 deliveries 1 week to 3,000 deliveries in 2 weeks. And we didn't have to hire a single office person. We had to get more drivers, more packers. But the system, onboarded them, placed their orders, mapped their deliveries, rolled their order forward the next week, took their payments. And so when we were, doing 1,000 with 3 people in the office, we were now doing 3,000 with 3 people in the office. And which was like, I got to turn this into a product. And of course, as a servant of servants, like I constantly, I just started a food bank at our church. Like there's a need, I want to help, right? And so I said, let's turn this into a product. And we were selling to some food companies, bagels, malt companies, juice companies, but they were so squirrely and everywhere. And then I had a friend from Dave Ramsey, and I've shared this before, but he's like, can you help me? Because he's basically, grandpa's system from 76, pull off an invoice. Whoever has the nicest handwriting writes the next 50 best numbers on the invoices, and sells a building, and he's got everywhere, right? And he's like, he's doing steel, and he's doing sheds, and he's doing, community buildings at churches. So he's got a whole municipality side of his business. And so we just said, yeah, we can help. And I didn't realize when I said we could help that I didn't know what I was offering to help with. This industry is not simple. The relationships are super important, but there's a lot of moving pieces to sell one building. I was selling 1,000 boxes a week and delivering them all, and I was struggling to get one building out the door. Like it was just mind blowing to me that it was so complicated. But that customer said, I want to get IdeaRoom, and so what did I do? I met Dan. I called Dan. Dan, doing this. And Dan's like rolling his eyes. He's like, oh, great. Another company wants us to integrate for him. Like we're going to be doing all this software for Tristan and his team, whoever Tristan is. But we disappeared for a month and we showed up and we had a full-blood system. Dan's like, that is the first time that somebody has ever not bothered me, and we were integrated. And back then that was pretty rudimentary integration, and they come a long ways in 5 years. We come a long ways in 5 years.
Sure.
But that initial relationship, as and the foundation of our business. And we have a ShedPro integration that's really solid. We have IdeaRoom integration really solid. If there's a new configurator on the market and you're working with them, we're happy to integrate. Because what's really important to me is that I bring your network to your business. I don't want to make you switch the way you're doing things. If you're using IdeaRoom, great. If you're using ShedPro, great. If you're using JMag or SmartPay or EasyPay or RTO Management or ShedGeek Rentals, I don't care. Like, talk to us, and then we will integrate them into our system so you can have one consistent checkout flow from drawings or inventory sales all the way through to RTO or cash sales, because you make less mistakes. If you can do all of your sales inside one unified system, your training's easier, your double entries doesn't exist any longer, everything tracks through there. You can go and you can just, like one of Eric's passions is preaching the gospel. Like as a business owner, he could log into Cal when he's in Romania or Nicaragua or, Dayton, Ohio, and he can see what's going on that day for 2 minutes and he can check back out, because the system is also online. And so it gives you this flexibility to run your business from the hunting blind. Like my son during the pandemic was, out in the blind during school, and the teacher's like, hey, can you mute that gun, Steven, while you're shooting those ducks? Like he could check into school online while he's laying in his layout blind. It's the same with Eric. When he's over there preaching, he could take 5 minutes, pause, for a mental break, check in on the business, unstick something, move forward and move on. And those kind of tools are so valuable. And so we created Cal, initially to serve a home delivery company doing, several produce boxes. And then we shifted now exclusively into the shed and steel space. One, we love the people. Two, they're underserved by technology. And really technology should serve, like it should just serve people. But when you're working with a marketing company or a configurator or an order management company, really it's all about helping you sell a building, because without a sale, none of us have anything to do. We need to have a really easy way to get a transaction. And so so that's kind of been our passion.
Oh no.
Sam, what's going on? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine, Lisa. I was just trying to get a screwdriver and all this other stuff fell down. I'm ready to go buy a shed so we can have some space in this garage again.
I agree. I keep looking at the shed Mr. Jenkins bought. Let's ask him where I got his.
Howdy, neighbor. We're wondering, how do you like your shed?
I love it. It's exactly what I needed, and I couldn't have asked for a better service.
And where did you get it?
I can't remember, but let me check. Something this nice will probably have the builder's name on it somewhere. No, I'm sorry. I can't find a name anywhere.
Well, we finally got a shed.
Yes, I just hope we're happy. The thing is a lot more shoddy than I expected, and I'm sure I told them I wanted a window, but they didn't have it in the paperwork, so I couldn't argue. Boy, is this a lousy shed. We haven't even had it 2 years, have we?
Barely. It was just a bad deal all the way around. Mr. Jenkins told me the other day that he likes his shed so much he wants to get a second one, but he still can't remember where he got it.
Your product is your best advertising. At IdeaRoom, we provide nameplates that ensure your quality products are never forgotten. Identify your products, grow your business. For more information, visit IdeaRoom.com.
What I like about it, so let's talk to our Plain community friends for just a hot minute.
Yeah.
Most of the Plain community people that we know have some person on their staff or team that run the technology side of things to communicate with people like Eric and I, who are not in the Plain community, who use the tech to sell their product. This to me is a very high level tool. If you're using a spreadsheet to calculate anything anymore as far as an order management. Or when I say order management, I'm talking about once the order is placed, pipelining that sale from delivery to work invoice. So when that order is placed, it goes into production, from production to delivery, from delivery to satisfied customer. This walks you through every step of that process, keeps the process clean, neat, and organized, and ready on a dime. You can pull up the data in 30 seconds. You can see where a building's at in the process. If you've got someone that's answering the phone who's a customer service rep for your team, if you've got a sales rep who needs to check in on the status of a building, you can do that in real time with Cal. That's what I love about it. I absolutely love the fact that it's a streamlined process. And you're not asking for, again, we featured Velocity 360 on a previous call. You're not asking for the moon and stars. This is a process that could cost thousands of dollars. Lots of businesses pay infrastructure bills thousands of dollars deep for something like Cal does, and you're charging a few $100s, right? You're charging a few $100 and then a per transaction fee. And we want to be very open and conversational about that, because you used the reference of, if you had to put an extra gallon of gas in your tank to deliver a $20,000 building, you definitely put that extra gallon of gas in the tank to deliver the $20,000 building. And to me, I'm just going to be the first one to tell you, we charge a processing fee on all of our buildings because we offer financing. That's just what we do here. Now, you could choose to take that transaction fee, which in this case is $10 a transaction, and you could put $10 extra on every one of your deals. You could charge a processing fee. You could wash that, or you could just say that's a cost of goods sold, and it's going to cost me $10 for this process and making it streamlined, period. And to me, as someone who has seen small to mid-level shed manufacturers specifically struggle with order management, Eric and I have sold for those small and mid-level tier guys, and we've tried to help them stay organized. The dealers become the organizers. That's what I'm trying to stress to you guys on the end of this call, is that we, the dealers, Jared and Eric and every other dealer that's dealing for your shed company, because you're listening to the Steel Kings podcast and you're doing that because you like Shannon and the Shed Geek show. But these dealers are the ones who are selling your product. It's your job as the manufacturer to give them the tools necessary to be successful. For somebody like me, I can't be successful if the order process is janky, is messed up, isn't functional, right? If I have a customer call me, can I give them better service if I know exactly in the process where their shed is? Well, of course I can. They're going to love me that much more. Hey, Mr. Customer, it looks like we placed your order. Yeah, we placed it 2 weeks ago. It's in production currently. Looks like production's estimated to be finished in another week or so. Then we'll get you scheduled for delivery. You'll hear from your manufacturing partner in about a week or two to schedule delivery time. How's that sound? Sounds great, right? And again, a few $100s a month, $10 per transaction. This is not something that's going to break your bank. It's something that should save you time and make you more efficient, make you smarter, working smarter, not harder. I love it. I mean, I'm telling you, very few things around here get like a 2 thumbs up from me, because there's question marks, with every product out there. But if you are seriously using like an Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheets or some sort of antiquated way of tracking orders, forget about it. There is nothing out there that I've seen, and I've looked at a lot. And it would be one thing if it was just an order management system. That's what a lot of you guys have out there, right? You're sitting there and you're thinking, I've got an order management system. It works just fine for me. Well, what's it do with your IdeaRoom? What's it do with your Shed Pro? I forgot. It doesn't work. You've got to manually upload that. So now you're looking at a process where if you give it to a dealer, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tristan, if you're a manufacturer, you can give this product to your dealers. They can utilize it, and they will start using the product. And it's not going to cost the dealers any money, right? It doesn't cost the dealers a dime. So if you're a dealer listening to this, and your manufacturer is not using Cal, call your manufacturer, have the manufacturer reach out to the Steel Kings, have them call Tristan direct. You call me direct, email me. I'll give you Tristan's contact information. I can tell you there are very few products that come in front of the Steel Kings that I think can really revolutionize and change your business. If you're a small, mid-level manufacturer of wood sheds specifically, not that it doesn't work for metal buildings, Not that it doesn't work for other products, but if you are a small to mid-level manufacturer of wood sheds, this is the product that you want to listen to and really hear my voice and say, this will help you build to 2026. Tristan, tell us about the dealer connection. Tell us how that works.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, everything starts with a sale, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
Cal is really focused on the point of sale and order management piece. And so wherever you get your leads from, then drop them into Cal, we continue the process from that. So we are like the rest of the story. And so
Yep.
Cal's great at absorbing your IdeaRoom or Shed Pro orders, walking them through, and that's good at, getting your RTO contract signed. Right. And we have, Heartland as well. I didn't mention them earlier, but we have integrations with major players, but we'll integrate with any RTO company that wants to do that. So if you do in-house RTO, it's still fine. So we're going to be able to give you multiple RTO companies potentially if you have 2 or 3, because let's face it, some RTO companies do steel and some do sheds and some do play sets and some don't want to do all of them. So you might need 2 or 3 RTO companies based on what you're repping or selling. And so where Cal starts to really shine is we can do sheds really well and we can do steel. Okay. It's a different kind of process. It's a different product we have. But when you are a reseller, or if you're selling sheds and steel and play sets or trailers, Cal can do all that inside one engine. Because not every configurator also does play sets or steel or sheds. And so you might need multiple configurators to cover multiple parts of your business, or you might need the ability just to add a product like a gazebo, and be able to sell it through your system. So Cal allows you to take advantage of the configurators, but also add in the non-configurator products at this point. And then also add in your RTO piece or your cash.
So we're also talking about inventory management at the same time.
Yes, exactly.
Because we can upload inventory. So again, small, mid-level manufacturers, I know you're listening to me. I know it. I have been asked by you multiple times, can I please get an updated list of the products that you have on your lot? Well, don't you know what products that? Well, actually, our Excel spreadsheet got corrupted. And we're going to need you to upload that. We're going to need you to get that uploaded immediately. And it's like, no.
It's painful. It is painful. I totally appreciate that.
I'm telling you, I've been there. I have been there. I have tried to sell an inventory unit that nobody knew existed. Yeah. What building are you talking about? I don't have any information on it. Well, it's the white and black shed that's been sitting on my lot for 4.5 months with an inventory tag number of XYZ123. Well, I don't see it here. Well, it's here. You want a picture? You want me to send you a video of it? You want me to stand inside of it? Like, I'm telling you from a dealer perspective, let me just be the dealer to the manufacturer. Let me really talk to you guys. From a dealer to manufacturer relationship, that relationship has to be one-to-one. If you're a manufacturer and you've lost a dealer this year, think about why. Remember what I said at the beginning of this show. Process builds revenue. Dealers don't have the luxury of waiting more often than not. When they have a sale, they've got a sale and they want to strike on it. You should see Eric when he gets a deal. When he gets a deal, it's like a shark with blood in the water. It's like right now. We're getting the deal right now today. He's smiling. He's smiling because he knows it's true. He knows it's true. And I can't tell you how many times a manufacturer has let me down, or Eric, or one of my teammates on the metal or the wood side. Go ahead, bro.
One of the things I really like about it that I'm thinking about, because we've done an RTO metal building deal recently, where Jared's laughing because he's got to deal with it, not me. But I'm like, what is the monthly cost? Can someone just tell me the answer?
Can RTO companies that are listening to me ease up on the process? My goodness.
Mike from Easy Pay, great job connecting with Cal, because here's my favorite part. Here's my favorite part about this program is that if the person's buying the payment, not the cost of the building. And so if you're a rent-to-own company and you don't have Cal, you're foolish, because for not that much money per deal, I think it's $10, you said, I will pay someone $10 to like literally, here's the building, confirm it, and then you move over and it's got the actual documentation from the Easy Pay contract, the actual contract from I can't remember the other one. It wasn't RTO National is the other one. But regardless, it's not relevant. It tells you the cost. like right there. And
then
then
you edit the building and it gives you a new price.
And more importantly, the customer is not looking at you like, bro, like, can I just buy the building yet? And you're like, hold on, I gotta wait 72 hours at 3 business.
I can tell you, if you're listening to this,
comically bad. The guy's like, I like $200 a month, but it takes 4 business days to get the deal going. Okay,
It takes longer to do the RTO
companies.
contract than to build the building.
You need Tristan.
I can tell you this.
Guy.
I can tell you
makes
this.
It easy.
I can tell you this. I was blown away by the RTO process because again, you can upload the IdeaRoom configurator into Cal, and it gives you your RTO docs and your prices. I mean, it's like
that guy is like, can you guys tell me what the cost is of an AK? Like getting the same message 3 times in a row and not being able to get the freaking answer is just.
I can tell you a motivating
Tristan's like, he's shaking his head like, yeah, bro, I got the solution. Okay.
Well, see, we do a really good job. We do a really good job, almost next level, if you will. We don't shy away from problems that we've had because we don't want others to have the same problems we had.
I know everybody's laughing in their shops right now. They are laughing.
It's true.
Right now.
It is absolutely nobody wants to tell RTO companies. I love it. Okay, I love the guys at JMag. I love Easy Pay, Heartland. You name them. I don't have any beef with RTO companies. What I can tell you is make the process easier. You RTO companies need to be pushing your manufacturers and dealers to adopt Cal. If you're listening to what I'm saying, that's it. It makes RTO life so much easier. Okay?
2 clicks.
That might be the bread and butter for how the sales process works. Because at the end of the day, RTO companies adopt Cal. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Your processes are antiquated. They stink like garbage.
There's just not one.
No, they stink. They stink. They have a process. They stink.
Here's the problem.
There's nobody out there doing it that's easy. I'm just sorry.
The problem is okay. I gotta geek myself up. All right. He's asking again. Okay, I gotta figure out the call. I just gotta commit, and you don't know what you're committing to. Like an hour and a half, maybe.
At least.
I don't know. If someone answers the phone, and it's not a knock on RTO companies. It's not.
Everybody does it the same way.
You created a funnel for finance, RTO, and you pull it right up off of a builder, right into your program.
So slick.
And then you've got the cost of the building in cash, and then you've got, if it's an RTO, it's a drop down. You pick your vendor. Literally, I know you're visualizing as I'm saying, and then you click your vendor. And then you click your month. It literally has the payments 24, 36, 48, 60, whatever. You click on it, and then it literally generates the contract on the next page. Literally. And then you can send it for an e-sign docu payment or, the
right through there. You're not jumping in here.
And I'm not joking. What I just said, I'm not joking because I saw it.
I mean, I honestly, we're going to do a better job hyping up Cal than Tristan is.
Yeah.
Because I think we were both blown away. What we left the conversation with, and I'm going to be transparent, what we left the conversation with on our side was that Dayton Barnes is so far down the rabbit hole in processes that we've built that it might not be the exact right product for Dayton Barnes today. That doesn't mean that I'm not building a process to fit Cal in 3 months from now. That's a fact. And I can tell you, the first thing I said to Tristan was, we've got to get this in front of people in a way that makes sense. It has to be fun, right? This isn't just this just isn't every other tech piece. It'd be different if he was charging $5K, which it's probably worth. But it's $300, right? $300 a month.
It just depends on the subscription you want to sign up with. Right?
Starting at $300 a month. Is that fair?
Yep.
So starting at $300 a month with all the unlimited options you can probably think of in your mind. Now, there's complicated things, and he told me what I appreciated about Tristan, right? If there's something they can't do, they're going to be honest with you. And I know a lot of our friends in the community have been taken down a rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole. They've been sold a bill of bad goods and snake oil from every single tech company there is. What I can tell you, I know that Tristan will get on the phone with you. He will be honest and transparent in his dealings. He will tell you exactly what to expect from him and his team, and he will show you the process from start to finish. He just did it for us. That's why Tristan was trying to be nice, and he said, hey, if you need to reschedule the podcast for a different day, we can do it a different time. Like, I know I've taken a lot of your time up, and I'm thinking, we were the one asking the questions. We were like, holy smokes. We couldn't believe what we were seeing, because we're used to clicking on 7 different boxes and waiting 2.5 weeks to get an RTO quote going. Like,
today we have something truly groundbreaking to discuss. The Zula from Mobino Solar Solutions. This incredible shed ventilation system is set to redefine how we approach air circulation and energy efficiency. A shed ventilation marvel. With 3 robust fans generating 630 CFM, 2 fans usher in a breath of fresh air, while 1 strategically expels stillness. What's groundbreaking? It's solar powered. Harnessing the sun's energy, the Zula is a sustainable dream eliminating electricity cost. Sleek, powerful, and eco-friendly, this system is a game changer for those seeking efficient air circulation without compromising on green values. Visit Mobino's site for more of this innovative solar shed ventilation solution and use the Shed Geek 10 for an extra 10% discount. Just visit www.mobinosolar.com.
this was crazy. It was crazy good, man. Seriously.
Thank
Seriously.
you. I appreciate that.
It is a very impressive product. And I can tell you, as always, anything that plugs into IdeaRoom and makes my life easier, if it runs through IdeaRoom or with IdeaRoom or locked arms with IdeaRoom, I love it, because I love IdeaRoom. If you're looking for a 3D configurator, contact IdeaRoom. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed, especially in the steel building space or pole barn space. I know we love the guys at Shed Pro too. Okay.
Yep.
You guys can make your own decisions on the wood sheds. It is what it is. Go with who you love. But I can tell you, from the team at Dayton Barnes and Five Rivers Pole Barns, we love IdeaRoom. It just is what it is. We've used Shed Pro in the past, and we just don't do our own sheds anymore. We already had the configurator with IdeaRoom, and I would tell anybody, contact James at Shed Pro. He's a great guy. They'll do a great job for you. Contact Dan and his team over at IdeaRoom. They also do a great job. They just do. And what I love about it is, if you're already using those programs, those platforms, those builders, it plugs in.
No charge.
It's not something that's going to be a big deal. And I can tell you, man, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you're using spreadsheets, stop it right now. Stop it. You can do better. You can do better. I'm telling you. I'm serious. Tristan, I'm serious. I think back, we had a great relationship with the manufacturer. Still love the man. I wish him all the best in the world. But it came down to process was broken. We tried. Man, if we would have had Cal back in the day, I probably could have saved that thing. That manufacturer would have been so much further along had he had Cal at that. I mean, Eric, you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, come on. That would have been, I mean, he's thinking how much money we could have made with that particular manufacturer. Because we've gone down the road with shed guys. We try awfully hard for our shed manufacturers.
We really have.
There's disappointment in his voice, isn't it, Tristan?
Yeah.
I can tell you,
relationships are super important, Jared. And, you really have to give, a ton of effort before you walk away from something, because you have built time, right? And relationships. And even in our business here, if we're not the right fit, we just want to help you find the right fit, because in the end, saddling up to the right horse, harnessing the right horse, that's super important. If you want that little pony to pull that plow, you've got the wrong thing. You got to go get the Belgian, or maybe a Clyde or a but I used to farm with Belgians. Actually, I loved my horses. They were a lot of fun, but I realized that I was always on my cell phone and they were waiting for me all the time. So I finally got a tractor and called it good. But
I can tell you, man,
the right horse.
I can tell you, man, I think we're going to have you back. We want to just tell you right now. I think we want to bring you back. We're at our breaking point. We're at our time. I want to tell you something in closing. Really appreciate you today. You were
Thank you.
patient with me. I missed a couple of appointments. I don't normally do that. I was dealing with a couple of sick kids. I also don't do much without text messages. I know the world and the way it works now with scheduling Google Meets and everything. I'm a text message guy. If you ever need me, my phone number is on the website. I'll just give you that hint. Okay, go check out the website. Send me a text message. Emails are not always going to come through. Tristan was super patient with me. He was beyond patient. We actually canceled this twice, just so you guys are transparent about this. So I want you to give them a chance if you're even remote. Yeah, rescheduled. I was on top of it. I just couldn't get on at the time. So I appreciate that patience and that grace that you granted me, and still came on the podcast, still did the demo for us. No hard feelings. That was great. I can tell you, man, check out the team at Cal. What's the website?
CalCanHelp.com.
CalCanHelp.com. Check them out. Message Tristan at Cal Can Help. It's right on the screen here for those of you that are watching along. I can tell you, Tristan, we're going to have you back. I'd like to do a demo, man. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth bringing you back. Let's see what kind of shakeout we get from this. Let's see how many people call. If you got a question about Cal, hit up Jared or Eric, Steel Kings. We'll help you out. We'll get you connected with Tristan. Contact him directly. Eric, you got anything for us as we're checking out this week, brother?
Yeah, you got – okay, so it's November 5th, and March 1st is the – okay, this is phase 1. Phase 2 is Spring Rush, March 1st. You have literally T-minus 117 days to build.
That doesn't even sound – man.
You got to go to bed 117 times, and then you're going to be busy again. So build and structure and put some vision on what you're trying to do next year.
And we're a couple of week turnaround. We're not like take forever. Like it's a pretty quick turnaround.
Love it, man. I'm Jared. He's Eric. We were with Tristan from Cal today. Check us out, thesteelkings.com, Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube. Hit us up. Check out the folks at J Money, the folks over at Cold Spring Enterprises with the VersaBin. We'll be back at you next week with another episode of the Steel Kings podcast. We'll talk at you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Before you go, the J Money team wants to thank you for listening to today's Steel Kings podcast. Remember, money is king, and if you need a financing option on your portable wood sheds or steel buildings, we are here to help. Just check us out at jmoneyllc.com for more information, and don't forget to catch the next episode of the Steel Kings podcast, and have a great day.